What's up, RBY Pokemon Challenges fam? This is Teo coming at you with another video, and in this one it's a continuation on the Gastly run that I just posted up on the channel because we gotta answer a few questions. Here's the deal. Gastly was an S tier Pokemon on 0 DVs, minimum battles, and no TMs. It finished the game with 92 resets, which wasn't great, but it does still qualify for the S tier with fewer than 100 resets. However, when we tried to optimize Gastly, we ran into a ton of trouble, because trying to add optional battles and TMs to make the run better didn't really work. Here's why. Gastly failed in that optimization because a lot of major threats were able to outspeed it and one-hit KO it. We weren't able to outspeed or survive hits from Venomoth, from the Alakazam in Sabrina's gym, from the Doug trio on Giovanni's team, or from the Champions Alakazam. On top of that, all of Giovanni's team are not one-hit KOs until we get to a pretty massive level, meaning that we had to get to level 61 just to outspeed Doug trio, then we had to put all of his Pokemon to sleep so that we could actually use Dream Eater or Psychic to knock them out. Not a really good situation, but I think Max DVs might just solve it. We're going to have higher defense, higher speed, higher special in every situation, and it might just lead to us having decent odds here. So let's go ahead and try this one. So first off, I'm going to lead off by giving myself a name. I'm going to name myself I. That's right, I beat the game. And we're going to name our rival after our last Gastly, Agast. There we go. Now, getting into this one, I'm going to not commentate everything as we go ahead and see Professor Oak grab a Gastly for us. I'm going to avoid grabbing too much of anything until we, or commenting too much on anything, until we get to the parts of the game that actually matter. Because, yeah. This early game, we've done it so many times recently that it doesn't really matter. Like, we can just sit here and use Nightshade. We know that's an automatic win. And, yeah, let's just move on up north. Where, yeah, there's just not a whole lot to talk about in this whole section. So, let's talk about what we're actually trying to achieve in this one. Typically, I do all of my runs on 0 DVs, and I do my runs on 0 DVs for a very specific reason. When I was starting out, or even before I started making videos, I used to just go over other people's challenge runs, and I used to try them and see if I could reproduce the results. Well, one thing that I found from even reproducing some of my favorite Pokemon YouTubers, guys like Scott's Thoughts and J-Rose, for example, was that when I tried to redo their runs, if I had even slightly worse DVs than they have, I just would run into huge roadblocks that would make the run significantly more difficult or sometimes borderline impossible. And it all just came down to the fact that, you know, Scott Stotts gives himself max DVs in all of his runs, and J-Rose resets for good DVs in his runs. So that's fine. That's their style of play. They're going for speed and speed optimization in most of their runs, so sure. But for me, it kind of was a letdown, because as a fan and as somebody who was trying to do these runs on my own because I thought they were cool, I would find that their run wasn't actually anywhere near as consistent as they said it was. It was only consistent because of DVs. I want my runs to be consistent regardless of DVs. I want anybody who ever does decide, hey, you know what, that RBY Pokemon Challenges run was really cool, I want to try that. I want them to only get better results than what I've shown them, never worse. That's why I run on 0 DVs, but for this one, Max DVs is a fun little test to run. So here on Brocky Boy, we know that the Geodude can do nothing, so I'm just going to lick it over and over again and just let him kind of get wrecked. Now on Onix, I'm going to start off with confusing it, and now I'm going to actually spam Lick. I kind of like to paralyze this guy. Okay. The benefit of paralyzing him is that it guarantees that we outspeed, meaning that then we can dodge bide 100% of the time. If he is paralyzed, it cuts his speed to 1/4 of its original amount, and it's not recovered. That speed drop doesn't recover when he uses a full heal. So it's pretty much a guaranteed way to make that a cakewalk victory. Anytime you can paralyze the Onyx, you can now time out his bides. Okay, so all of these trainers on this section are just absolute cakewalks. We do have to be careful not to run out of Nightshade for the Rattatas. So I'm gonna switch into Lick here on the Ekans since it can't really do anything. Same here. We're gonna go Nightshade first to take out Rattata, and then I reckon I'll Confuse Ray and Lick on this Nidoran. Can't do anything once again, so easy win. And I should just be able to Lick and Confuse this Bug Catcher here. Since once again, he just can't do anything. Okay. Here, we're getting plenty of self-inflicted hits. Nice. Cool, cool, cool. Like, we really shouldn't have any resets prior to Misty in this run. I mean, I just can't think of an opponent that's really that hard. Maybe Rival 2 or Rival 3 could give us a reset with some bad luck, but outside of that. Okay, there's not even a reason to save before the Super Nerd because he can't do anything. Okay, so we knocked that one out. Okay, here I'm gonna go Nightshade on the Coughing just to take it down quickly. It's pretty bulky, so nice, we got the Dome Fossil, guys. And now, time for Jesse and James, where I think Lick is perfectly fine for Ekans. Here I'll go Nightshade a bunch of times on the mouth, since that's the most efficient way to get through it. And since we've taken a Growl, I'll go ahead and just Nightshade the Coughing down. There we go. So this whole section's basically unchanged. Like, DVs would not matter up to this point at all, because nothing can deal any damage to us, and we're just kind of OP. But here, we should start to maybe see some situations where DVs will matter and make this run better. Now, I definitely want to recover PP before this fight so that we're going into Rival 2. Here, Peck could hit us, and we also don't like Sand Attack, so we need as much PP as we can get. Okay, and now I think we really want to confuse Eevee since... Oh, we're running out of PP, no. Okay. We really want him to hit himself in confusion a bunch of times. Oh, come on. We've taken all the Confuse Rays. Okay, he's confused. And now he's no longer confused. And now we have to use up all of our PPs so that we can struggle down this Eevee. Oh god. At least Rival 2 does not use potions, so we have a little bit easier victory there, but now it comes down to when can struggle hit. Because we've been sand attacked so many times. Okay, there we go. We get through. Oh, that's stupid. Oh, the sand attacks. Just absolutely stupid. Okay. So now nothing on our way north to Bill's house poses any threat whatsoever either. These are just incredibly easy fights. Because, I mean, Poison Sting? Come on, that does nothing. So, we pretty much are just saving Nightshade for normal types, and then spamming Lick on everything that is not normal type. Okay. Okay, knock that one out. Here, the rest of these Pokemon really can't do anything to us, so that's why I think it's worthwhile to just, you know, go Lick and, you know, kind of just take the easy wins, you know. Okay. Mankey won't be able to do anything to us here, so I'm just going to confuse it. Has nice high attack stat, so... Okay. Here, let's just take on this guy too. And here, we'll just two-shot the Zubat with Nightshade. There we go. Yay. So, there we go. We've taken down all of those trainers. We're going to heal up one time and get back up there on the Nugget Bridge. And to the hiker now. Should be easy. Two-hitter with Nightshade at this level. Here we can basically just spam Lick on the Nidorans. Oh, and we've got a second Pokemon, so I need to turn on set battle mode. Let's get that sorted out here. Okay. Just saving to make sure that set battle mode doesn't go anywhere. Okay, so we knock that one out. And on to the Oddish Lass, where... I mean, Absorb really just does nothing. Now Nightshade, just to avoid any sand attacks as well. And yeah, just lick that one down. Licking a grass Pokemon is one way to knock it out. Okay, so we're gonna save Billy Boy from whatever it is that Billy Boy likes to do here. And make our way back down south, where I think we can take on this Rocket Grunt right here. Here, we can just lick on Machop, because it can do nothing. The Drowsy is a little bit scary, so I am going to confuse it, and I am going to Nightshade it, since Lick doesn't work. Oh, and we get through with no damage, nice. And now going down to the SSN, there are just tons of Pokemon down here that basically can't be affected by Lick. So we kind of need an Ether going down here. Because Pidgey Girl right here, yeah, all of her Pidgeys can't be affected by Lick, of course, so we've got to Nightshade them down. They're two hitters, each of them, and fortunately none of their attacking moves can actually damage us. And then this next boyo here, of course, he has the Spearow sitting right out front, but we take it down easily, and we Nightshade down the Eradicate, so nice. Let's heal up. Let's also make sure to use an Ether on Nightshade, just so that when we get into the Rival 3 fight, we don't have any troubles whatsoever. Okay, and we're just making our way through the SSN. We're gonna need to catch our flying Pokemon later, so... Here, we're gonna try to stay on minimum battles. We're gonna see how this goes. So here, Rival, number 3. He's just going to use Peck with Spearow, which is fine. Now, I think we just Nightshade everything as much as possible to avoid sand attacks. And there we go. Get through, no problems whatsoever. And, yeah. We can see that we're already up to, what is that? Like 53 speed, sorry. Everything's really small on my screen, but I hope it's okay on your guys' screen. Okay, and let's just get the bike voucher while we're here. Okay, so now we can just dig our way back to Cerulean, where we have to fight Misty now. Misty could knock us out. This is not a guaranteed victory. First, we gotta take on this junior trainer, which I do outspeed. And I managed to land Confusion, which is good. And we two-shot it. Or not two-shot it, we also had a random... It hit itself once in Confusion, but 2 Nightshades did do the trick. Now on to Misty herself, where her Staryu, the strategy's very clear. We go for 2 Nightshades. Here, we are definitely going to confuse this Starmie, and we take it down. So still no resets, perfect. Now that's all kind of expected though. I mean, we didn't really have that much trouble with this section last time. Now, the question is, should I try Lieutenant Surge? I think I'm just going to try Lieutenant Surge one time. I think it's worthwhile, because we will get a badge boost in defense, and that could help us against the rock-throwing Geodudes and Graveler from the Rock Tunnel Hiker, and it could also maybe help against the Cubone that's going to want to use Bone Club on us a bunch of times. So... let's just see. Usually when it's in that one, the second one is here. Perfect. Okay. So let's go ahead and try Lieutenant Surge one time. Let's just see how this goes. So Thunderbolt does exactly half damage here. And we get through Lieutenant Surge on the first attempt. With Max DVs, man, that Thunderbolt doesn't do nearly as much damage as it was doing before. Let's try to dig our way back to Cerulean now. Cool. And get our bike voucher. Very nice. So we're making good progress here. 3 gyms down with no resets so far. Here we can take on the Rapping Lass, who honestly shouldn't be too hard. It's just about status, really. Like, yeah, she can status us, but she can't really damage us. And everything's a 2-hitter here, so easy wins. And we've just picked up Hypnosis, which is a hugely important move in this run. Here I'm just gonna Nightshade. I mean, it's probably about the same. Yeah, Lick. Not doing that much less. Just gonna put that Venonat to sleep just in case. Can use Confusion. Yay. And now we have our first real challenge in front of us, which is this Pokemaniac. So, man, if we can land the Hypnosis, though, this shouldn't be hard at all. Here, I'm just gonna lick it, in fact. There we go. Okay. We're having a little bit of trouble against the Slowpoke, but we do survive. We survived 3 consecutive confusions there. So that was pretty clutch. And now we can move on to the second Pokemaniac, who also has a Slowpoke. Okay, it looks like it's a 4-hitter here with Nightshade, but not bad. Now, we shouldn't have too much trouble against this junior trainer, because she can't really do that much damage to us. Like, she could Leech Seed us, I guess, but yeah. Nothing too bad. And now the question is, can we just make our way through the rock tunnel hiker? Sorry, I do always drop a quick save there because it's hard to route here in the dark. Okay. So, let's take on the rock tunnel hiker. Let's see if we can get through him in this one. Okay, rock throw missed once, which is nice. Now I'm actually going to use Lick here. Just because I can. Rock throw didn't do that much. And you might be saying, why not just use Nightshade? It's because I'm going to try to get through the last trainer here without having to go back out to heal. So I'm just saving my Nightshades for right here on the Graveler, just to make sure that we get through that. But yeah, we're on 0 resets, whereas we were on 3 resets last time on 0 DVs. And here we have to have Nightshade to take out this Meowth. We kind of want to just lick here on this Oddish if we can. Okay, and now we need a Nightshade on the Pidgey. Okay, there we go. We are through the rock tunnel on 0 resets. Nice. Very, very nice. Now let's see. I'm pretty sure we can just take on Rival 4, so let's just do it. Here we put Fearow to sleep and confuse it just in case. Magnemite is not too scary, fortunately, and it's a 2-hitter with Nightshade. Here I think we can just lick some clams, guys. Lick some clams. Okay. Here I want to go Nightshade just to avoid any Sand Attack spam. Oh, we get the Sand Attack, but okay. No problem, no problem. Now I think let's just, for the sake of argument, just try these channelers because, you know, Lick is super effective. Yeah. They're 2-hitters with Lick here. We can always try to put them to sleep if we want to. Right? Once they're asleep and we get the 2-hitter on them, that's just an easy cakewalk. Okay, so we've gotten through that entire section of the game. And, you know, fought all those channelers. We're at a nice level. Already got a lot of speed, guys. Now here against Clefairy Girl, we do have to go Nightshade, since it's the only move we have that can actually affect these little Clefairies. But now I think we can pretty much just go fight Sabrina. Or not Sabrina, Erica. Sorry, I always confuse Sabrina and Erica. Okay. But let's just do a little housekeeping first. Let's get our flying Pokemon. Let's get our fresh water to deal with this next little section of the game here. Now I'm gonna try to stay no TMs on this one. I'm actually really interested to see repeating the same run, but on Max DVs, like just how big of a difference it makes. So far it's 3 resets is the difference, but you know, we didn't get that many resets in this section of the game, so. Okay, there we go. We got ourselves a flying Pokemon. And we've already beaten Lieutenant Surge, so we can actually learn Fly, but let's see how this goes here. Okay, and let me get this guy back up. There we go. So let's just get rid of a bunch of junk that we don't need from our inventory as well. We don't want to miss any useful items because we were carrying the Dome Fossil. We always pick the Dome Fossil and then we never keep the Dome Fossil. It always goes straight into the PC. We're like, rip. Who needs a Dome Fossil? Come on. Nobody needs fossils. Alright, so let's move on to Erica's gym here, where we only have to fight Execute Girl and Erica herself, and neither of them should be terribly hard. Execute's just gonna spam Psychic type moves against us, Reflect and Hypnosis, because it thinks we're weak to them. So this is just gonna be tedious. I'm just trying to put it to sleep to prevent it from putting me to sleep over and over again. And now we can just Nightshade this thing down. Nice, cool. Okay, so now onto Erica herself, where we resist all of her attacking moves. So this really just comes down to, you know, a little bit of luck in ranges, but mostly just, you know, can we keep her asleep? Here, I'm gonna lick Tangela like spaghetti here. Here, let's just Nightshade it now. Okay. Let's put Weepin' Bell back to sleep. Okay, it's confused. Stay asleep now. And the Nightshade is mostly doing the job, and we'll lick it. Nice. Let's confuse this Gloom and Nightshade it down. 3 Nightshades. There we go. So, that's 4 badges, 41 battles, and 0 resets so far. And I mean, we're doing reasonably well. Not doing bad. So, yeah. Let's take on this Rocket Grunt now, where we just have to Nightshade here on the Raticate, and now, what the heck, let's just confuse, and I guess Nightshade on that Zubat. We're gonna need to go regain PP, which should be fine, and what the heck, while we're at it, let's just remember to open up Saffron. Okay. And yeah, this section shouldn't be hard as long as we're able to put Giovanni's Onix to sleep. It's going to spam Rock Throw over and over and over again because it knows that we are Ghost type and therefore immune to all of its normal type moves. Rock Throw is the only thing that can hit us, apparently. Oh no. There, our first reset comes from a routing mistake. RIP. Okay. Like, some people would argue that I should just not even count that as a reset. Like, I should just go back in and just delete that reset, basically, from my front end. I'm gonna keep it there because, you know, my mistakes are resets, and I didn't drop a quick save right there, so rip. Rip the run. Oh god. Okay. Here, against Coughing, I'm just going to sit here and spam Lick. We'll Nightshade here on the Zubat, just because it can actually confuse us, which could cause us to take damage. Okay. Now, onward to Jesse and James. Okay. So Jesse and James time, they should be incredibly easy. Here, I'm just going to confuse coughing. I just want it to be confused so that maybe it will hit itself in confusion too. Just speed this process up. Meowth is the one that we have to go Nightshade on. And then Ekans does no glare, which is why I want to just put it to sleep and get through this as quick as possible. Now, we have Giovanni sitting right here, and this all is about, can we put the Onix to sleep? Okay, he is asleep. But that rock throw really doesn't do that much. Okay. So now I'm just going to lick on Rhyhorn until it goes down because it can literally do nothing here. Okay. And now we have to Nightshade on the Persian because that's the only attacking move we have that actually hits it. But not too bad. Oops, I didn't grab the Sylph Scope. RIP. I got too focused on digging out in order to heal that I didn't grab the Sylph Scope. Yeah. It's alright. 10 times speed, so we get through this whole section very quickly. Okay, and dig out. Perfect. Okay, so we've already beaten Rival 4 and all of the channelers in here, so it's just straight up to Ghost Marowak, which is a little bit of a scary battle, just because Ghost Marowak can use Bone Club, which could wreck against us, so we do want to put it to sleep. And then we want to Nightshade it down as quickly as possible. Now, on to Jesse and James, where Meowth is just a couple of Nightshades. Once again, I do want to put Arbok to sleep because of Glare, but now that it's landed Glare, it doesn't really matter. Okay, and now, Weezing, you know, we can just Nightshade that down. We're basically never going to lose this fight. And now we get Dream Eater. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So here we have a couple of PP ups so far. I'm going to use them on Nightshade, and I'm going to use them on Hypnosis, because we don't want to run out of Hypnosis PP in any tough fight. Right, so we're just kind of on par with where we've been before. So let's get into Saffron. Sorry, because of that routing mistake, I actually lost opening Saffron, so I had to open it again. And we're going to go straight up to the one Rocket Grunt that we have to fight. And this guy is just a Hypnosis Dream Eater, and we win. And now the question is, can we just go take on Rival 5? We're on Max DVs, so we are stronger than we were last time by a reasonable margin. So, I don't know. We're just going to find out. Can we beat him? We know that the Sand Slash is essentially free, because it can't really do anything to us. So Nightshade just does the job there. Okay, Cloyster landed one Aurora Beam, which is perfectly fine, because we just need to keep it asleep and Dream Eater it, basically. Magneton, also sleep and Dream Eater will do the job and just Nightshade it there. And a critical hit Psybeam just wrecked us. I don't think a non-crit would have wrecked us, though. Okay. Hey, we're healing up off of Flareon. Oh, and there we go. Okay, boys. Just like that. Okay, one reset on Rival 5 without any rare candies this time is really not bad. Really, really, really not bad. And I mean, it was basically that critical hit Psybeam that wrecked us the first time. Okay. Here we can just go Hypnosis and Dream Eater on Jesse and James. Not really an issue. And then, hey, let's just spam some Nightshades. Cool. So here, against Giovanni, I don't even think I need to go out to heal. I think I just put the Nidorino to sleep, and then one Dream Eater does the job. Now, Persian really can't do anything to us, so we just Nightshade it down. Same here for the Rhyhorn. And now, let's see if we can put Nidoqueen to sleep. We do. Now Dream Eater. Now we can go Nightshade and just finish that one off. Cool. Okay, so we can dig out now. And it's time to make our way down to Koga. Like, I don't think there's any point in trying Sabrina's gym at this point. We're just going to run into the same issue of being outsped by everything and being in one hit KO range from her Alakazam and probably her Kadabra, so... Okay, there's our rare candy right there. Now we can just heal up and make our way into Koga's gym, where hopefully we outspeed everything. I think we will. Okay, Confusion did some damage there, but not a ton. But man, we just can't land any hits. So here, okay, we can Dream Eater. Yes, I know Dream Eater's resisted. It's not really that big a deal as long as we're healing up. Now on max health, I'm just gonna go for Nightshade. We outspeed Kadabra, nice. Here we can just Nightshade Kadabra down and finish Nightshading down the Drowsy. Cool. Okay. Now these are just all about Nightshade since we're already on full health. There's no reason to do anything else. So cool. We're at level 40 now. And yeah. We've got 2 resets so far. And the question I think really comes down to against Koga. Are we already at a high enough level that we can one-shot the Venonats with Dream Eater? And can we survive the Psychic from his Venomoth? A critical hit Psychic is probably going to knock us out no matter what, but a non-crit, we might just have a chance. So let's see. Okay, well that one we couldn't land a single Hypnosis, so rip. But Dream Eater is a one-shot on the first Venonat. Okay, that's a one-shot on the second Venonat, though that was pretty darn close. And it's a one-shot on the third Venonat. So now, we survive one Psychic. Oh, we nearly one-shot the Venomoth there. Oh god. And then we managed to land a Nightshade and finish it off. So now we have, in fact, gotten a badge boost in speed. And of course, I think the optimal strategy is to go down and take on Blaine's gym, since against Blaine, we're going to have the advantage that he won't use Psychic type moves, and in fact, he has a decent chance to use moves that won't even hit us, because all of his normal type attacking moves can't hit Gastly. And he's just completely random in this version. He doesn't use Smart AI, which means we should have decent odds. Okay, cool. We've got the Surf HM. We can dig out of here. And now make our way over to the Warden's house so that we can get one more rare candy right here. And here we can go Surf on Lapras and Strength on Lapras. And we can just go ahead and use Lapras to get that rare candy. And back to Pallet, where we can now surf down to fight Blaney Boy. Excuse me. So, I think we're doing just fine here so far. I mean, we're on 3 resets at this point in the game, which is way better than we've done in any of the previous runs. I mean, we were on 9 resets going into Giovanni with optional battles and TMs on 0 DVs, but I mean, that was 9 optional battles going into that. We were on 7 optional battles already going into Blaine. So, yeah. And we were over-leveled, so, yeah. It is what it is. Here, I'm gonna dig out, and we're gonna go straight into Blaney Boy's gym, where the first thing to do is to solve the quiz. I always quick save here, just in case. And yeah, I think Blaine's not going to be too hard. He's at least got decent odds to give us an easy fight, so let's just save right here, and let's just find out. So first things first, Flamethrower is not a one-hitter. Here, I'm going to Dream Eater on the Ninetales to try to recover some HP. Cool. He uses a Super Potion, which is fine with me. Rapidash uses Growl a couple times. Now we outspeed. That's just clutch. And now we can just start Nightshading. Okay. And Arcanine, we put it to sleep. Dream Eater is by far and away our strongest move, I think. And Nightshade. There we go. So we beat Blaine on the first attempt. And we get that badge boost in Special. So now I'm going to go to Sabrina's gym. Where we're just going to have to see how this goes against her. Okay, we missed Hypnosis turn 1 and she's already landed Flash on us. So this, yeah, is not necessarily going to be a good fight, I don't think. Yeah, now we've just taken all the flashes, so... And Psychic Rex, okay. Let's try this again. We already outspeed the Abra is the point. Okay, now we can Nightshade. That's fine. Psychic is still a one-hit KO, though. Okay. Okay, now we've confused Kadabra. She uses an X defend, which is nice. We like that. We put Alakazam to sleep. Let's confuse that. Now Nightshade. Okay, X defend. Oh, and we get through. Okay. So we managed to beat Sabrina with only 5 resets. And now we have the real question in front of us, which is how do we do against Giovanni? So I am going to get a rare candy at the power plant right now as well. I'm going to spam all of my rare candies here. We already know that this is a tough fight. I don't think there's any reason to save rare candies at this point. And we just have to kind of hope that we're getting, you know, into a range where we at least have a decent shot in this one. Okay, let's just dig on out. And let's make sure we get the rare candy up at the top of Sylph as well. Because, yeah, I'm just going to gain 10 levels right here via rare candies. Right? Okay, now let's go and try to take on Giovanni's gym here, where, yeah. Oops, we did not mean to go this route, but that's fine. We don't have to fight anything that way. And it's on to this one that Rhyhorn can't hurt us with that cool trainer, and the Machoke. And Machops, I mean, come on. We have Dream Eater. Yay. So let's see how this fight goes. We don't have enough speed to quite outspeed or even match speed with the Doug Trio. So we're still going to be outsped. We're still probably in one-hit KO range. Oh, but that's a one-hitter right there. Now, we Nightshade this one down. And Earthquake is a one-hit KO on us. True to form. And Earthquake is still a one-hit KO. So that's 2 resets so far on Giovanni. That's 3 resets. Okay, there he guard specs. Dream Eater. Not quite a one-hitter there, but fine. We're gonna go Nightshade. Yeah, he's used double team. That's fine. Okay, let's keep Nidoqueen asleep. Still not quite a one-hitter there with that one. Okay. Okay. And we take down Rhydon. So there we go, folks. 3 resets to beat Giovanni there. Now, we weren't able to outspeed, but that's not really the point at that point. I mean, we had Rhydon in a 2-hit KO range, and I mean, it really just comes down to the fact that, yeah, we didn't outspeed, we couldn't even match speed with the Dugtrio, but we were much closer. We were at 129 speed after using all of our rare candies. That tells me if we gained like 3 more levels, right, by taking optional battles earlier in the run, then we could have absolutely outsped there without needing to go crazy overboard on the optimizations. Now, let's take on Rival 6, where this shouldn't be too hard at all. Okay, we're just gonna Nightshade here on the execute and knock it out. Okay, Cloyster goes to sleep, nice. Now, this is where this one became really inconsistent, was Thunder Wave strats from this Magneton. Okay. Now, Kadabra, we can survive a Psybeam. Okay. But we can't outspeed and Fire Spin wrecks us. Okay. So 1 reset there. So what is clear is that it's not like just adding Max DVs has solved all the problems of this run, but it's also not like this run is just completely terrible. Okay. Oh, and we got paralyzed from a Thunder Shock. Are you kidding me? I hate when that happens so much. Oh, and then he wakes up. Yeah. Okay. That's a reset, because, yeah. We're just on way too low health to have any chance there. Like, this one really just comes down to the Nightshades. Or, sorry, to the Hypnosises. Like, you know, when you miss 7 Hypnosises in a row on Cloyster, that's just kind of bad luck, but... Okay. Okay. And we missed on Kadabra the first turn, but that's fine. We still outspeed it. And we outspeed Flareon now, so we can actually put it to sleep. And now just 3 Dream Eaters does the trick. There we go. So, we are going on to the champion, currently on 10 resets. Or sorry, onto the Elite Four with 10 resets. I shouldn't say the champion just yet. I'm very hopeful we're not going to have any resets in this section of the game. We'll find out. So... But one other thing that we can see here is that here at level 54, so just gaining a couple more levels, we would already be able to outspeed Giovanni's Dugtrio. So level 54 is clearly the level at which we would have been able to make that Giovanni fight at least more consistent, in the sense of not having to worry about, you know, whether or not we could outspeed. Okay. And here we're just going to make our way through Victory Road real quick. And, yeah, just try to crush this entire section of the game. Okay, get past that. Cool trainer there. She is an absolute nightmare if we accidentally run into her. Okay, so we have made it through Victory Road. We've got one rare candy in the bag. And it's just time to buy some full restores. And maybe crush one last PP up. Into pop it in hip or Nightshade. Okay. We've got that one rare candy sitting right there. So now let's take on Lorelei. We're at level 54 here. Okay. Dream Eater's doing fine here. 3-hit KO on the first Dugong there. Okay. Cloyster will not stay asleep though. Come on. There we go. 2-hitter. Okay, now I'm going to just spam Nightshade because I can, and I think it's the most efficient way through Slowbro. Now Jinx goes to sleep. I'm just going to hit it with the Dream Eater because I can. And we outspeed the Jinx, so really not hard. Now Dream Eater's on the Lapras. Oh, and we take her down on the first attempt with no problems. Level 55 now even. Okay. And here we may as well pop some elixirs while we can. And get into the Bruno fight. See how this boyo goes. Okay, one Dream Eater Rex there. We'll go Hypnosis Dream Eater on Hitmonchan. Here, Hitmonlee can do nothing, so I'm just gonna spam Nightshade. Hypnosis, Dream Eater on the Onix, and now Machamp can do nothing, so it's another spot for Nightshade. Okay, so still 10 resets through to Elite Four members. Time to take on Agatha. We outspeed the Gengar. That's a one-hitter. We outspeed Golbat. Another one-hitter. Here, we outspeed Haunter, we finally get it to sleep. Not quite a one-hitter there. Arbok, put it to sleep, it is a one-hit KO. Okay, the last Gengar does outspeed, but we one-shot it with our Dream Eater, meaning that we have now effectively beaten everything up to Lance, with not a single reset on any of the Elite Four members so far. See how Lancey Boy goes. Okay. So here, I think I'll just use Nightshade on Gyarados. Okay, knocks it out. Okay, let's just see how this goes. Here, it's 3 Nightshades to knock out a Dragonair. I just figure I'll Nightshade these ones down while I can. Okay. Now Aerodactyl does outspeed, which is a little bit scary, I guess, but here... Okay, Fly does not knock us out though, but Thunder does. Okay. So we take 1 reset there on Lance. Like, he can Hyper Potion. That was really the issue there. Oh, the Thunder Wave hurts. Paralysis hurt there. Come on. Oh, man. Lance, you absolute troll. And the critical hit Hydro Pump. Lance is being a jerk in this one. We should be able to get through him, though. Without too much difficulty, honestly. Looks like Nightshade and Dream Eater do about the same here against the Gyarados. Okay. Looks like it's 2-hit with Dream Eater on the Dragonair though. So it's probably the more efficient way to get through it. Okay. of course. The moment I go for Dream Eater, he wakes up. Rip. Okay. Lancey boy, stop being a jerk. Okay. Whenever I take damage, I'm gonna tend towards using Dream Eater. And whenever I'm at full health, I'm gonna tend towards using Nightshade. Oh man, come on. That was stupid. Oh, and now we're fully paralyzed so many turns in a row. Come on. And critical hit wing attack. Rip. But yeah, Lance is turning out to be the biggest wall in this run so far. Just because we can't land Hypnosis for our life in this fight. Like here, yeah, if you're a speedrunner, just use an X accuracy. Easy win. Oh god, come on. Like, all of our bad luck is just coming in here now on Lancey boy. The game's just like, okay, you've had a good run. No more. No more. Okay, we're gonna get through this one without getting paralyzed at least. Okay, we take down Aerodactyl. We put Dragonite to sleep, as we could have on the very first attempt. Okay, he Hyper Potions, that's fine. And we take him down. There we go. Okay, 17 resets getting to the champion. Not bad at all. Yay. So now on to the champion himself, where, yes, Sandslash could wreck us. Fortunately, it's just 2 Dream Eaters to knock that one out. Psychic is not quite a one-hitter there. That's clutch. So we're able to knock out Alakazam. We outspeed Exeggutor. And now I'm just going to spam Dream Eater on it because... what the heck, why not? Let's get some extra health. Okay, we just knocked that one out. Hypnosis on Magneton. Okay, so we knocked that one out. Hypnosis on Cloyster. And it's a 3-hitter, but we knocked that one out. And now we have 1. Because Flareon will just use Reflect. Rip. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, at the same level that we beat the entire game with a Gastly 0 DVs, minimum battles, no TMs, but this time we're on Max DVs, minimum battles, no TMs. What was the final difference? We went from 92 resets on 0 DVs to 17 resets on Max DVs. Without any optional battles, without any TMs. This is kind of the point. When you add Max DVs, you're just making the whole run better. Now, we could argue that the Giovanni section was not actually better, we just got a better range there. Certainly true. Same for the Sabrina section, it wasn't actually better, we just got better ranges there. But we were always closer to being able to outspeed. We outsped Abra on Sabrina's team, which we didn't in our original run. Here, I mean, we were basically able to get through everything until Lance. Lance just started being an absolute troll in this one. We've seen that we could beat him much easier. But the champions Alakazam didn't manage to just one-shot us with Psychic. We survived Psychic because we had Max DVs. And that kind of makes the point that Max DVs, yeah, you can chalk some of this up to better luck, but some of this definitely comes down to the fact that we had better ranges, we had better survivability. Here, the other thing that I take away from this is that we were actually really close to being able to outspeed Giovanni's Dugtrio, which meant that if you played like any normal runner plays with Max DVs and you fought all the easy trainers that you could find, you know, so you were fighting a bunch of the bikers on the cycling road, you'd be fighting a few of the trainers in Silphco just to get some extra XP. If you routed like that, you would easily reach the Giovanni fight already outspeeding Dugtrio. And you would probably be able to reach the champion fight outspeeding Alakazam. And just because of that, you'd already be just completely crushing here. You could probably get through this run with fewer than 5 resets on Max DVs without too much trouble. So, overall takeaways, Max DVs makes this run easier. It's just objectively easier. It's evident in the number of resets that we have that this run was easier. But this still comes down, if you're going to do minimum battles, to a little bit of luck here and there because yellow is harder than red and blue. But otherwise, it's a perfectly fine run. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy this one. See you in the next video. Later.